Welcome to Ocean City, Maryland Chamber Chat. With me today, I have Karen Cross, a volunteer with SCORE, and she's going to educate us what the heck that is and why that is relevant to our members here. So first of all, thank you for coming.
You're welcome.
Happy to have you here with me today. Can you first start and tell us what is SCORE?
Sure. SCORES is a mentoring program where it started being people who are retired, but it's moved on to people who want to help entrepreneurs.
Okay.
So we get involved with entrepreneurs starting out, or maybe they're stuck and they've gone so far and they can't go a little bit further without some assistance, a plan. So we mentor them in various things and what they need and help them be successful and live their dream.
Awesome. So the target audience are either wannabe entrepreneurs or existing entrepreneurs who might be hitting a stumbling block.
You're absolutely right.
And so what kind of service, what kind of mentorship do you guys provide?
So what's great about SCORE is it's across the country. So my experience is with nonprofits. I started 2 of them, but we have people that are experienced in every part of business. What I like to do is really push a business plan, because you really need a business plan to think about how are you going to fund this baby? How are you going to get started? Where are you going to be in a location like your house, or are you going to be somewhere else? Who are you going to serve? It really breaks it down. It's hard work. People don't want to do it. There are many forms of different business plans, but if you want to get money from a bank, you're going to need a business plan. Yeah. The other place that I really push it is the Rommel Entrepreneur Center in Salisbury. Yeah. They have a competition that everybody here is eligible for, and they give money, and we like money, especially if you're starting out.
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
And so the first thing they will do is look at your business plan or help you create it. But I think it's, as someone who has done this from scratch, getting something on paper so you know whether this is the direction you always wanted to go, or is this something that really you shouldn't be involved in with the way you're headed? And it will change as you get experience, as you test the market and find out what works and what doesn't.
I have a million questions based on that, but that's so cool. So how much does it cost?
It's free. That's what's incredible. You get these people who have gobs of experience in your field. I had a person the other day, he's patented 5 switches, electric switches, and he needs to market and manufacture. Well, that's not my expertise, but I was able to find out where he was, and then SCORE has an incredible website. It's score.org, and you can go in there and pick your mentor. And today, with all the technology, it doesn't have to be in Maryland. It could be in California. So you can browse and look through. So I found him some electrical people, and he's talking to them this week. So it's very exciting, and I see my role as connecting people and getting people started thinking about what their dream is and how they're going to achieve it.
That is so cool. So it's free.
It's free.
It's national. So we have local retirees in this market who can help either with a specific need or connect to someone else nationwide who can help with that need.
Exactly. We're in Delaware and Maryland. We're called the Delaware chapter. It has a long history, but you can access in California or someone who has what you need. Yeah. Because this guy he has patents on electrical devices. I open nonprofits. I don't have any idea how all that works. So I knew right away, but I like to get him started, and he's really excited. The passion is what gets me. I mean, I was passionate and crazy too, and you just want it to work so bad, and you want to move forward. And the idea of a business plan, it feels like a step back, but you really have to do that step in whatever way you can so that you can tell chamber or wherever what you want to do and who you are.
It seems so ideal to have you and John in this market, because I have found, having relocated here from the Baltimore area, people here are very entrepreneurial.
Yes.
And you don't know what you don't know. So having free resources, do that due diligence, do that gut check, help you kind of, dot your I's and cross your T's so you can, secure funding or secure or whatever it is you need. That is so vital to this community.
Yes, and sometimes you don't know what you need. Why I chose SCORE was when my first agency, I just couldn't get the finances. I couldn't figure out what she was doing. And she told me she was using QuickBooks, but she was not. And a SCORE mentor came in and said she's making up her own spreadsheets, and that's why you can't figure it out. And I needed that because my focus wasn't finance. It was, I was going to save the world, so it was wonderful. The second agency was, we weren't huge, but we were just right. But I was getting older, so pension became something I wanted to talk about.
Sure.
But we were too small. People weren't interested. I got a SCORE mentor who was a financial advisor who gave us a pension program, and I still use him today as my financial advisor. So there's so many great people out there, and you can make it happen.
That's really cool. So here today, what does the Delaware SCORE need? Do they need mentees, mentors? Like what would help look like from our membership? What would help look like for SCORE? Right.
All the above.
Okay.
Mentors is just great. I'm one of just a few in the area, and mentees are always welcome. But Ocean City is so many entrepreneurs, has so many.
Oh, yeah.
And it would be great if we had some more local ones, successful or have done it and maybe how to write their own business plan. You don't have to be an expert with anything because you can get that expertise. What you need is just to be friendly with people and want to help and are excited about their passion.
Right, that makes total sense. Yeah, because I think about anyone transitioning from a purpose-driven working life into retirement. I think the illusion that I'm just going to sit on the beach and have a cocktail, I think there's a season for that, but it has a shelf life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, my opinion, I think we all do better when we have a reason to get up in the morning.
Yes.
And I love things like this that afford these people who've accumulated this lifetime of really rock star experience can come and retire to the beach potentially and still be adding value to up and coming businesses. I see this connection between the beach community and these, I'll call them quasi retirees, because you may not need to draw an income to live your lifestyle, but you still have all this knowledge that you can give back. What a cool way to do it.
You are so right. And that's what I needed. My husband got a buyout from his college, and he said he was going, what was I going to do? And so I hadn't exactly planned, but I need some structure in my life. I can't just every day, sit and decide what we're going to do. And you can only read so many mysteries. And I'm trying to go to the next step, but I just love it because they're so excited in the beginning, and it brings joy to me as much as anything. So I'm thanking them for what they offer me.
Yeah, that is amazing. Any misconceptions about what you guys do? Anything you want to clear up?
We can do it a number of ways. I prefer in person just because I like the feel of that.
Sure.
But we can do Zoom, phone calls. I really like to interact in some way with the person. But yeah, we can do it any way they need.
And I assume a mentee can come in episodically and get whatever they need to get over the next hurdle. It's not like you have to commit for a long term anything.
You are exactly right.
Okay.
They can go on score.org and request a mentor, and they'll ask them some basic questions, and then a mentor will reach out, or they can go in there and choose their mentor.
That's great.
So, and they also have a lot of training, like for business plans, but marketing, manufacturing, and they have all sorts of things and can connect you to people who can really help.
That's awesome. And so what do you love about living and working? You're working as a volunteer, you're working on Delmarva.
Well, first of all, I love the sun. I lived in a very gray world where I was from, and the sun and the water is just, we came to Ocean City every year when I was growing up. We rent a little cottage, and my cousins who lived in Virginia would rent the one next to it. So it was the only time of year that we really interacted, and it was just great fun, incredible. And so I love it here. And you know, the weather is nice, snowfall maybe a little, which is okay with me.
Yep.
But it's just, my husband, by the way, is a decoy carver and seller and buyer. So this is decoy world.
Nice.
And I think that helped me get here.
Sure, that's fantastic. Anything else I didn't ask you that you wish I had asked you?
No, but I certainly love the Ocean City Chamber of Commerce. And they've gotten me here, and they've gotten me on the beach. And I appreciate all that you do.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So Karen, thank you again for coming. Thank you guys for watching. This is an awesome opportunity for us to always learn what cool things people are doing around here and how we can help one another. So thank you.
Thank you.
Until next time. Thanks, guys. Okay. Awesome.
Boom.